A lot of bouncing back and forth here from BBG. No final decisions, but now it seems like the A split is very much in the cards because A defense is in a little bit of trouble.
GMD just holding in the corner, takes down the lurker of Poach, and now you going right into Rhyme. So much utility that could be used just to read this out. No more paint shells to play with, but you hear all those zip lines going. Koosta off the long flank eventually gets there. The trigger discipline is good for the double, but Bjor responds. 8 seconds, have to make a play, and there's really not a lot of opportunity to do it. The spike will fall, and the last player, boy, even if you were to find eliminations, there was not enough time to plant. So a little bit of missed utility on both sides, and both teams just kind of had to sit and hold their ground.
Yeah, Boombot will come out now to start clearing middle. Nature tries to swing off a bit. Will is there to punish, but Rhyme and company now just stacking up into Mare Room, trying to take these fights out in the middle, trying to put those Spectres to use, but BBG's come out in the better end of the deal. They have the 4 versus 3. They still have some mid presence here. They're now starting to back off and head towards B lobby. There is no defender holding that site now, though Shawn is starting to make that rotation. We see some mid-aggression from Gabon, but it's caught, and this looks like it's playing right into BBG's hands now. It's going to take a big play from Shawn on B to change things.
Yeah, just a couple of miscues through mid. Shawn was trying to set up a guiding light peek for Nature, but the timing was not quite perfect. So now it's down to Shawn to kind of make a heroic play happen once again. 3 last round with the Spectre, only 1 this time. And for Koosta up top, well, finds his way into a nebula, and there'll be nothing else to find there besides his demise. So BBG on the round and only losing 2 while doing it. Nebulas will cover off the connection both through screens and towards the defensive side of A towers. Down to Koosta. Needs to get at least 1 here. There's the first. Does it cleanly. Paint shells trying to push through it. Tries to sneak over into the cyber cage, but Will's paint shells will deny it. Spike will be planted just in the nick of time. We've got a 2v3 where Nature and Guan are still on rotation.
Yeah, it's a very slow rotation at that. Both coming towards screen's position. He felt like Koosta needed 2 there to give his team a chance, but we'll see if they can still break through in this 2 versus 3, but oh no. That showstopper is certainly going to slow things down. Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah, Will gets everything he needs. Paint shells reset. Doesn't even need them. It's an ace from Will. Blank that BBG just do not expect.
A good thing is BBG got B Heaven control and kind of wrapped around that pressure in B lobby, and now they can even bring Spike through defensive side if they want to.
Rifle.
Yeah, it's a great pickup from Poach over through sewers. Spike will get planted for defensive back halls, and I feel like BBG navigated this pretty well.
Yeah. Koosta's got to get here to get this trade on the Poach. Could be 2 rifles then picked up. There's the first. Neural theft. Gourmand also picking up a rifle of his own. So it's a 3v3. Time becoming the biggest enemy, though, for GENG on this retake, as BBG are going to be setting up a post plant through dirt. Slow orb will come through. 1 to counter with the flash, trying to delay as long as they possibly can, but Will, who was trying to play a timing, gets denied. And now you've got the wall bound. The barrier orb will, not actually quite allow the full diffuse, or at least halfway diffuse, but it doesn't make a difference. GENG use that to essentially build themselves a more narrow choke point.
Shoal here. That's a great Viper's Pit on B for a feint.
It's going to keep 2 defensive players locked in. But Shawn, looking for the aggressive peek, gets the gunfight win versus Boy. That at least allows the defensive position to come through. And in the same moment, GMD wins a gunfight on the Poach inside the Viper's Pit. So now the flashes come through. Shawn trying to follow up off of his own utility, but it's Koosta there to allow the trade. 1 more through. Cyber cage, Bang able to get the flash in, and that turns things to a 2v2.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Will. His timing through the defense not going to matter. Surely not. Seekers will come out for Bang, but even the Seekers are a bit confused as they go up and then right back down. The 1v2 for Bang. Has an idea that this whole play is coming through screens, and he would be correct in that sentiment. There's the barrel of 1. Finishes the kill. And the second! Bang for the double! BBG able to use the Red Bull clutch to keep it tied at 3. Rhyme just above him. Will, do you want to try to peek for this? It would be a risky moment. Doesn't quite see the barrel of the gun. Now gets an opportunity, but Rhyme still takes the 1v1, and then the Boombot to clear. Puts a lot of pressure on BBG as they're already rotating over to B.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a good B defense in place right now, man. There's 2 in heaven and 1 on site. Gamon is very much ready for this. He's going to get some help now from Nature and Co. as well. Toxic Screen goes up to try to give them a path forward, but they're just getting shut down by counter utility, and now Gamon's Vandal.
1 enemy remaining.
Man, it just... I think you look back on that round if you're BBG, and like you mentioned from a couple rounds ago, you take a picture of what was currently happening. You think BBG should be primed to get onto A.
They can somehow timing something, but this showstopper could be big if Ryan pulls it out at the right time.
was going to say, you've got a spy cam that can be your first defender through. Cosmic Divide's going to come out, though. Rhyme doesn't want to wait. Uses the blast pack to push forward. He's got players to his left, players to his right. Just guesses, and it actually boosts him back over to Mail, but Bang finds the trade nonetheless. Now the Seeker's earned. Those will immediately be pulled through. Nature going to deal with 2 of the 3, and now Will for a rocket of his own. Just a bit short. And now the defense on top of the site is going to be overwhelmed as Nature and Koosta have to reset and try to retake 2v4.
Planted.
Bang in a close corner. Oh, and Koosta seems to be very aware of that. Spam shots will not finish the job. And that just makes the job that much harder. Nature trying to re-wrap back. Koosta still holding through dirt, just watching behind, and there may be a call here just to save towards B tower.
Yeah, again, good deep mid control already here for BBG. That wall is slowing them down. Now they're trying to wall over the top of it, but it's a 2-for-1 trade for GENG. You like the sass of trying to make that work, but does not quite come to fruition the way that they were hoping. It's going to give a little bit of edge here for GENG. They seem to have a good B defense still in place to watch this B push as well. That's a great Trailblazer.
Should connect onto Boy, but the Cosmic Divide may have paused the elimination. As Poach moves forward, they'll tally 1. Boy, flashed. Not going to be able to find the gunfight versus Shawn. We go 5-5. Just as convincing as the round was for BBG, GENG respond with one of their own. Block them off of screens. It looks like they are pretty aware of it as they make their way over towards top tower. Defensively on the post plant. Hazed and the Seekers are going to scout things out, but it's going to be, at least you thought, Will maybe lining up a couple. Not the case. It's a 2-for-1 for GENG. Now their attack on the way back into retake. It's 1 from each side. 1 up top. 1 through ramps, 1 through screens. Bjor's focusing on what's going to come through the nebula. Sees the blast pack of 1. Nice shots, but then there's trades coming through. 1v1. Bang and GMD. Flash comes through. Bang gets the information plus the kill. And it's built by Gamers. Up 6-5 through 11. Really careful here if you're Bjor.
I love this.
Oh, the shot misses. Shawn was looking to play a bit of a trade setup. Not the case. So now all of a sudden it's a green light for BBG. Making their way on towards site. 2 of them making their way up towards the top, so it's on Rhyme. How many shots can you hit here? Through the slow orb, not going to find anything else. And Koosta backside of the site, also a bit of miss. With that, BBG will plant.
Man, I love the idea of the bait and switch there for GENG, but the shots just miss, and BBG capitalized. Now Spike down, Viper's Pit in play, and they have a 4-on-2, looking destined for a 7th round.
Paint shells to delay. That's the last utility from Will. Poach still has snake bites if he wants them. Take on the way. Nova Pulse comes through. Nature finds the first and does it very cleanly. Now around the backside corner. Boy's not here necessarily to help. Nature gets it, but it's just down to GMD and through the Viper's Pit. Too much of a distraction to find Bang inside, and with that, we send things to our halftime break. BBG up 7-5. That Boy is playing pretty close to Mail. Take on towards B, starting to make its way forward. Bang wants to try to deny mid-map, and that's a good elimination, but the problem is there are no defenders on towards sites. The barrier orb will provide an avenue to get in, or will it? Now on the way down, BBG, a couple of good eliminations coming through. Slow orb will completely isolate Nature. Has to do something unbelievable, and nearly does. 3 kills in the round for Nature, but the last 2 BBG members, just too much to deal with.
He's playing a more passive angle and sitting back, but Poach is kind of content just to play the box here. Maybe try to catch someone off guard with the timing as his orb comes down, or if maybe he goes unchecked, he could try to pop off a couple, but looks like Gimon's prepared for this. Yeah.
100% is. Spike is not here, though. Keep that in mind, and look who is defensively cut this offense in half. Hold on. Never mind. Shawn is going to find Boy. Say, Boy gets around that corner.
It's gone!
30 seconds left.
You missed the flash sale. I'm sorry.
True. Oh, man. But for a second, Boy could have put himself in a really slippery spot. Ah! Fight! Do it!
Oh, nope. Nah.
Help deny it, but it does reinforce regrowth to try to get Poach back up to full health. But Gomond will start to plant. Slow orb comes through, and Nature actually takes a fight in the middle of the poison cloud. Did not think he expected it to bloom when it did. So a good first kill for BBG on this retake. 5v4. Seekers come through. Shawn denying 2 of the 3. The play largely coming back up towards top tower. Koosta not 100% ready for it. It's another elimination for Poach. And now Shawn down low is going to be tested from a multitude of angles. Able to help out. No, not quite enough. And how about it? BBG Gravity Well pulls the defense a little bit out of place, and they find the trades to take the round.
Now they don't have any B having control. That barrier there from GENG has denied that. Boombot will now lead them into the B split. It's really just this one player in the back, but Will, that's a good little thought. Gets one and slows down the attack.
Massively so. Boy's got a little bit of a reprieve here and uses it brilliantly. A double from Boy. Wanting the third up close and personal. Tallies it. Tries to stay alive through Rhyme. That's where the play will end. But it's a 1v3 for Rhyme. Paint shell still available. 2 shots left. Needs to get this reload, so that's just to create some space. And the snake bite will push him out. Not a lot of time here. And BBG have overwhelmed. What a play, though, from Will to stall that offensive hit. Position. It forces out some defensive utility to retake. Shawn's still feeling frisky. Wants to take this challenge. There is help here. Flash will come through. And koosta looked like he was stuck inside of a spy cam or something. We'll still mount into trades. Resurrection for Bjor will come through. And we got ourselves a 5v3 for BBG's defense.
Yeah, it's looking swimmingly here for BBG to start working towards closing this thing out. Good shot there, though, from Nature. Maybe gives them some way back in. They have to wait for the snake bite. But now they'll be able to get up with that Cosmic Divide. Clear out the site with the paint shells as well. Spike will go down. They're just kind of reinforcing that barrier with the ice wall now as well. And so they're able to get the spike down safely, but can they defend against this retake where BBG do have a man advantage?
Defensive Cosmic Divide will come through. There's a very narrow space. Shout out Hobbs team. That's literally the only space that was not Venn diagrammed here on the site itself. Bang moving forward. 1 flash available. Queued up and then pulled through. Toggling, trying to see if maybe they can pull the offense through this Cosmic Divide, but none have moved as of yet. Rhyme in the close corner. Another toggle comes out. Exchanges start to unfold, but it all turns up in front of your GENG. It's down to Will. 1v1. They get to 12 and map point. GMD on the cross gets the elimination, and GENG stay alive, if only barely.
It's 100% of the dart shots you don't take. He's also missed the 2 he has. So it's unfortunate, really, but it is what it is.
Oh, that was a solo play from Shawn trying to pull the defense around. 2 defenders are here, but a counter flash comes through. Trades on top of the B site. Will allow GENG on, plus the resurrection gets us to a 4v3 post-plant situation.
I know exactly.
10 seconds left.
Well, bet they know where they're coming from now, Chiv.
You know, I think you might be right.
I have a good idea that they're not getting flanked, at least.
Yeah, that much is for sure. You've got a nice solid post-plant setup, not just with the 2 players holding close with that information, but more importantly, the players over through B main alley. BBG have to make a decision of how you're going to clear this, and they need to make that decision quickly. Time is starting to run out. Here comes the play. Boy holding close. Gravity Well comes out. Boy finds the first elimination. Koosta throwing shoulders, sees no one's on spike, so Rhyme doesn't peek as of yet. Now the second challenge comes out. Rhyme with 1 elimination. Denied by Bjor. Time a huge issue. Koosta in a clutch spot to hold this. And yeah, he'll just take the final 2 shots. GENG go to 9. Things that you do, so to be expected in some regard.
Here we go, though. A little bit of an A gather early here. Rhyme's not wasting any time with this showstopper, but kind of gets halted. Dueling rockets, but Wills is the one that connects on to Shawn. A big player down for the attacking side of GENG.
Thing about this is there's still aggression here from Rhyme. Gets maybe a little bit caught on the rope. Still wants to take the gunfight. Finds the first and the second. A massive double from Rhyme. Turns the Spectre to a Phantom. And the Boombot to create space as now GENG work their way through mid.
Oh, that's such a great recovery from losing that fight of the showstoppers. Now they're going to get a vulnerable B-sides up to Bjor with this operator trying to hold his ground, but he's been darted. They know exactly where he is. He's trying to swing some bullets out there nonetheless, but now he's getting pushed in. Oh! He lines up a collateral. That could change everything. Koosta trades, and now it's a 2-on-2. Oh, my goodness.
And BBG are here to try to contest. Just comes down to what do you check? You see the defensive ping towards rafters. Satchel does not push Rhyme away from cover. Koosta at the high ground. Wants to double check the back. Snake Pit will force this defense in towards sight. Koosta timing on the peak. What does it look like? There's the first. The shots are not clean. Rhyme able to get 1. It's down to Will on the site, stuck into a corner, and Rhyme will find 4. Oh my goodness.
I mean, they definitely have some aces up their sleeve to try to get back into this. There are Seekers available for Shawn to try to help lead an attack. Try to flash away into Maroon, but right into the judge, and he strikes down a hefty verdict. That's going to be 2 out of here. And oh my goodness, this is getting intense.
Seekers in the barrier orb. enough to keep Bjor safe, long enough to now change that judge into a vandal.
They're 2 down. They don't really have any real map control. Get him on, the snow's hot. Okay.
Don't touch!
That's a big catch. That opens up a little bit more breathing room now for GENG, though. I mean, Gamal still has no idea what these guys are. Oh, hi! Hi there.
Thing about it, he's a solo playthrough, and it's the pistol of bang! By the boom bot trying to re-clear space through mid. It's a double defensive stack here for BBG, though, and Vents. This is the first time we've seen a look quite like this. Poach in the corner, no! Shawn for 1, and that will immediately force Will to back away.
Yeah, this is one of the few rounds where GENG's been able to get main advantage this early.
Huge.
Good stun. Will can't get away. Shawn,
Oh!
good. Oh, it's Rhyme coming in off the flash from Shawn. That is brilliant stuff. And yeah, as we expected, buddy, it's going to be OT, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Shawn's so big, bro. Not only the entry, but he perfectly sets up Rhyme for that double.
Unreal.
Ugh. Disgusting stuff, man.
Yeah.
But in a positive way. You know, that cool disgusting.
Absolutely. Yeah, the new age disgusting.
Yeah.
Hello? Nova Pulse check?
Okay. Just no.
Boy gets affected by that? He's going to go for this, but...
I mean...
he's yeah. Gets one, and the second. Hold on a second.
No.
Surely not. Surely not.
Of course not. Oh, look, all these stars. Oh, my God. They're just playing chess with Astra stars.
Not a lot of health to play with, not a lot of time to play with. Does see a barrel.
Nah.
Boy, made this super interesting. Oh, my goodness. Deals with the trap wire, so not a lot of information here for GENG off of that. But they are looking to get aggressive through Poach, who's been in this position before, and they'll go 1-for-1, which largely that's fine. You see the cam placement from Koosta. That'll really kind of merit when you hit through, but the paint shells will force them out of the cam. Gravity Ball comes down, and it's a trade that goes pinstripe in the kill feed. We stay to a 2v2.
Not surprised to see it remain this tight when we've gotten this far. Now all the pressure on Guimon inside the B site here, getting attacked from 2 different angles. His teammate not there for support just yet, and back calls. Boy wins out the timing on the Nebula. Now leaves Rhyme alone. Still has paint shells available.
Good shells.
30
Yes.
seconds left.
Oh, but Boy gets away from it. Oh, my. I'm about to say you got to catch Bjor cleanly here if this execute is going to be polished and you're going to reduce the numbers. But Shawn around the back. And the thing is, Will was just looking this direction. But Bjor, maybe he's done enough for the moment. Gets the first. Nebula fades. Bjor gets another. Turns for the gunfight versus Shawn. Time becoming a problem. The flash comes through. Shawn has the challenge, but it's the pistol of Bjor. 4 in the round, and it's a 14-12. We will not be here till we're 84. We'll only be there for a couple of rounds.
He's definitely going to be sitting here with the Ghost, just listening in for this. They need to make sure that they are able to kind of swarm him. We do see Bang trying to put Guiding Light out there to help Will out a little bit here, but he's unable to dash away, get stuck on the door. Boy does at least come out there with the classic and change. He's actually able to avoid that fragment a bit, and maybe he catches them off guard because of it. No one's tournament life's on the line here. There is a lower bracket at this point, worth reminding you, as we do see Rhyme come in here and get the entry onto Bang, try to open some things up, evening the numbers.
Ah, boy, nearly has a chance. With a couple of low health pulls in front of him. But Will make the play through double doors. Reveal even going to turn on to Rhyme, which means that Poach can start throwing out some darts. They do go a bit awry, though. Not quite connecting, so maybe an opportunity for Rhyme to keep his life, and there's also help from Koosta as he makes his way onto site.
Will slips in, though, between pyramids, and I don't think that really got picked up upon, and now Rhyme will get overwhelmed here on site. Pretty clean win for BBG on a bonus, nonetheless. So, first half of the audience is probably too young to have watched that movie.
Oh, geez, don't remind me.
We're boomers. You get it.
Holy.
You're going to get in things. Poach is getting it through that door.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Indeed. Come on, good luck. Flash in your face. Bang around the corner. More of the oh my. Shawn makes it a little interesting, but only a little.
Big miss. That's such a big miss.
But the door will open up. Flash comes through. GENG are still finding kills. Now the 0 point will detect the last defensive member of Poach on the site. Seekers are coming through as Bang is making the long rotation, but holy cannoli, GENG just...
Rhyme almost got into some real trouble there.
Yeah, I mean, it was really for me the fact that you get the smoke on the door. So we'll get a little bit of connection here at the end of the round, but it will not likely amount to a post-plant defusal, so it's just all kills from here. And I will say, though, for BBG, taking away these weapons is super valuable. Nature, the last one to survive, just barely shahzam.
Imagine. Oh, no, Nature avoids it. Maybe if you get stuck in case for a while, you'll kind of turn around and look, but Will could really blow this thing up.
One contact, Wama and Poach goes the way of the defense, so that's mid-vents now made safe. Will still lurking. Maybe now with that elimination thinking, I got to wait to make sure they're not going to rotate back over towards B.
Exactly. But now you're running out of resources to commit to watching this fight. That's where Will's position could be even more devastating.
That's Hunter's Fury is so good! Although it doesn't finish off any kills because Will gets the kill from behind. He only gets, what, maybe 2 of the darts off. I don't even know if he got the second fully. Koosta now stuck forward. Has to try to make something happen from this position. Rhyme looking to assist, but now it's just on to Rhyme. Darts come through, and Will's shut down to the Hunter's Fury probably saved 2 lives. Looking from the front is Boy. Flash comes out, will not connect. Now the smokes. Trailblazer through. Will push behind that. It does connect. Will finds the easy kill. Also being spammed at through mid, but it's Rhyme with the weapon that's able to at least deny the initial exchange, but nothing further as Bang collects the final 2 plus the defuse. The Aldrin does see 1 player over towards double doors, but not a lot of information on what's actually on the site. So here comes the take. Boy able to find 1, then spamming to the Toxic Cloud, just gets blessed with a second apparently. And Nature just has to sit there and wait for, I don't even know what, just the end of the round really.
Yeah, I mean, Poach is already backed enough watching for maybe Shawn making this play with the mid-push. And while Shawn gets the kill, I mean, it really doesn't matter when you're still surviving with 4 members and you win the round and you're up 7-1. I mean, I think the biggest issue with that Aldrin is it didn't find Boy. And Boy had maybe the most dangerous position on the site to stop GENG's attack from panning through.
The Blades, you've got the tour, but Koosta still forces into a Spectre. I thought for sure that we were going to go Blade Sniper here just to help the economy. It's still a thrifty round setup that could potentially win, but you shut down the null command, you get some bless up through the wall. Oh boy, just, oh boy. Oh, turn it off, turn it off! Mid, Will watching for the peak. There's a kneecap, you want to call it that, off of Shawn. Gets the kill. Does he expect the second though? That's the thing, and while Rhyme misses an opportunity. Same moment though, Koosta, opposite side of the map, has also found a kill of his own. The thing is, this offensive take from GENG is still not finding a lot of success.
All the timing.
Oh boy.
Will does at least get that second kill anyway on Nature, but he almost had a chance to get Rhyme down.
Foot.
Still alive somehow. Still alive somehow. Getting away.
Shorty. All
right, man.
Yeah.
Enemy wars.
Okay.
Okay.
Problem is he doesn't have a spike to work with.
That is a problem.
So with the clock being the biggest opponent here, it would have to be shots to connect. Koosta, do you still have an opportunity to find the last? Bang is nearby, but he was instead playing for the operator pickup as a, well, courtesy to bring into next round, but this one will go the way of BBG.
This makes this flank from Will a little bit less likely to pan out the way that he wants to. Good flash, though, comes through, but the timing's bad. Will still gets his flank off, but now he's kind of alone with Poach. But, I mean, they're getting their kills. They're back into a 2-on-2.
But GMD in the corner. Not to be expected. Poach over the top. He sees wall players! Nobody watches the back at all!
Oh my god.
And chance for him backs away, and the fight will dissolve into not much. But Bjor, through his own cyber cage, maybe an opportunity, but it's just a trade of information and a trade of kills. That does favor GENG. They're going to go for a quick plan, and this is the first good look we've seen from GENG yet in an offense.
Yeah, this is one of the best executes they've had, aside from the one that they just lost on A site in the previous round. And it looks like this will maybe backfire a little bit on BBG calling that timeout. They let GENG settle down a little bit, figure something out, go for a different play, and now they have a 4-on-2 post plant here. Not that it matters. I mean, BBG has such a strong lead that it would take a lot for them to cough this one up.
And it's still not done yet. It's 2v2.
True.
Come on to the corner. That's his third elimination. Poach waiting for the slide-out peek. Capitalizes, but it's Koosta in mid. Finishes the final kill, and so GENG will get 2.5, but
GENG bunching up together, trying to clear up their close area, trying to get into A halls. They know that door is open. And that's a great kill from Rhyme.
Will's got to find 2 here. It's the first. And I just got to find them all. Koosta cleaning up Boy in the back of the site. Shawn will deny Will's clutch opportunity. And GENG do what's required. Take the pistol. Flash will come out. Nature trying to assist with shock darts, and the defense now has to respond. Koosta for the first.
Enemy remaining.
GMD able to get the second, and then Nature will finally finish it all off. That's not before, though. Boy takes a double with him with the Sheriff. Still just fearless through mid-map.
Yeah, they're just walking A-halls. This is the Seekers, though, will detect this, and that's big news.
Oh, but you've got snipers on both sides of this. Tour on one that gets the collat, Rhyme on the other, who gets a double. And it is a Prime Gaming flawless. Oh my goodness.
Which could be a problem.
Here comes the take. Will's already shut down. Boy, good for one, good for two. Oh my. The Sheriff will connect, and Boy says thanks very much for the scope. Viper's Pit also going to get called in as Poach is going to get the spike planted.
That's big. They still have presence middle as well with Bang. If he gets in behind tunnel, this could just cap it off.
Your timing perfect. Not going to get the double. Bang still trying to play off this flank. An exchange of weapons as Poach is the one who then tallies up the operator from behind. Bang for one. It's a 1v1 situation. Nature onto Boy. Shock dart comes through. Does connect touch onto Boy. The problem here is starting to become the time. And also the decay, making this gunfight much easier for Boy. Nature down to a single bullet worth of health, and that will do it. Man, that decay was everything for Boy.
At this point, it's the best he can really hope for. He's getting pushed in from multiple angles right now. He's in a lot of trouble, and yeah, he's done for. Spike's still down middle, and as you said, BBG just stuck. Their success is short-lived. GENG keeping this one tight. Didn't start out that way, but we're looking like we're going to finish in that direction.
Poach keeping things interesting. There is a lot of time here, but GENG, of course, recognizing that they're kind of stuck on site.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
And as Shawn moves forward, he takes care of Poach, leaving Boy for a 1v4 that you, well, are going to get caught from behind on, or at least from the little. Nature is watching this, but a flash is going to be coming through. That will affect Nature back. And BBG will take over even more space. Second flash comes through. koosta trying to rotate over to help if he even needs the help as Nature gets the first. No chance for Boy to respond. That will likely mean the round.
Yeah, it's pretty much done and dusted on this one, unless Will can just tee off with this Vandal. He's stuck in the corner, though, never even able to get out there. Rhyme knows where he is and basically has him trapped. Unless he's able to smoke or dash across. And he doesn't even have those abilities left, doesn't look like. We'll rely on the orb to get out of there.
30 seconds left.
Actually surprised Gamal put that up to allow him passage out of there.
Yeah, for real.
Either way, small detail. They're still up 5-on-2. And that should do it.
Surely will. And yeah, it's another Prime Gaming flawless. These defenses have been so good. I'm up for the front doors that beat. And with BBG's forward pressure, they're again missing out on Rhyme mid-map. Although maybe they're not. Poach for a double mid.
That's huge.
And that's a go call to get on into A. Wall will go down, and the only defender to try to hold off against this will be Nature.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble right now. Trailblazer comes through, clearing away. Didn't spot him in sight, though, so maybe he could actually pull the wool over their eyes a little bit here as they come up doors. No one's really looking at him. If you can get a couple of kills, they're still in the contest. That spike down, spamming for more against Bang. Neither really connecting the dots. This is getting real awkward. Bang finally clears him out.
The toes. Oh, my gosh. Bjor has no idea how close that shot must have been.
Oh, it was dangerously close. And that would have stopped the neural theft.
Absolutely. 1v1 mid-map. GMD takes it. Opportunity still for GENG. Oh, koosta just barely misses a sight on Will's barrel of his weapon. So now he's got to try to clear with the operator in a 1v3. And timing not good. Ooh. Will finding the kill. But my goodness, if koosta finds that shot underneath the cloud burst.
Trying to set up the flank through A caves, but, I mean, they just have so much ground to cover.
And there's a flank of the flank coming around the back, although 2 good kills for GENG. Will and Boy, 2v1. It's up to Rhyme. Full set of blades available. Time becoming a bit of a problem. Thinking about maybe trying to get this to half. Finds the 1-tap. It's a 1v1 with Boy. No snake bite will connect here. He's through halfway. The blades, they do connect! Rhyme for 4 in a 2v4 situation that GENG can pull to round 23. He could possibly need to. Spamming down the alleyway, actually gets hit with a Marshall shot, so that'll back him up. And the spike is going to try to push through this. Rhyme also revealed. He'll be dealt with, and okay, clean take starting to come through. All of a sudden, Built by Gamers get possession of the site.
And Nature gets flashed as well, so he's trying to hold this angle, but he's not allowed. Toxic String comes down. Shawn and Nature, though, still able to find a couple of kills, but it's short-lived. It's now all on Shawn to try to see if he can keep this one strung along. Spike yet to go down, but of course, it'll be easily planted.
The thing is,
wants to. Go ahead.
Shawn took that little double hop up towards Plat. And I don't know if they saw him go back down, so now it's individual angles being held. But no, Will locks down the archway with the op. It got a little bit too close for comfort a number of different times, but what an effort from GENG to get us back to nearly another overtime. But in the end, Built by Gamers make their way in the round of 16.